Hey guys, I want to explain the game metaphor. What is this whole game thing going on, and how can you up your game? I want to tell you just a little story. I had somebody take me through a visualization exercise once, and they had us visualize that we were out in this field, and it just kind of seemed to be this expansive field with beautiful grass, and you're running along, and then you notice that there are some lines there, and you start paying attention to the lines, and then you notice that there are some other players dressed up in bright colors, and then you recognize that there's a ball. And you start playing with the ball, and you're kicking it around, and people are coming towards you, and you run away from them, and you recognize that they're your opponents, and you do everything you can to keep the ball away from them. And anyway, she took us through this whole visualization exercise, and then pointed out that we had invented the game ourselves. We'd been played, and the players were actually on our own team. And when we were hogging the ball and everything, we were not playing the right game. And it kind of stuck with me. And I thought how often we get played, how often, we think we're playing the right game, and it's not. How many times have you found yourself super successful? You've achieved great wealth or made great accolades or something. Like for me, I won tons of awards in advertising and film, and yet I felt empty and unsatisfied. You can look in the news. You can find all sorts of stars and actors and amazing people who have attained great things, and yet they feel also dissatisfied. Some take their lives. Some are that distraught. And what happens is we are being played all the time by society. So I liked the game motif because it just seemed to make sense that when we rewrite it, when we look at what game we really want to be playing, and when we focus on that just kind of helps us. So hopefully that kind of gives you some ideas there. But also with a game, there's halftime, there's breaks, there's preparation, there's planning, there's training, there's all sorts of stuff that just really ties in really well with game time. So I wanted to kind of explain that. But you have opportunities all the time to up your game. You're going to find some great things in here with personal development. You're going to find great things elsewhere with personal development that you can put in and use, add in here for daily exercises. But just getting prepared, getting yourself ready for each day, using it as game time. Again, in one of the other videos, I talked about how little leaguers, we take them an hour early before the game so that they can get ready. And yet, what do we do when we jump out of bed? We start looking at our smartphone, we start checking our email, we're checking Facebook or social media, and we don't prepare ourselves for the game of life today that, like we could. So hopefully this planner system will help you do that, and you can be in charge of the game of life that you're living.